We are keeping it safer with Schaeffer. John Schaeffer, that is. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you, yeah.
All right. There are a couple of terms that are thrown around when it comes to insurance. One is the, is it ACV, the actual cash value,
yep.
which is what I figure things are worth,
yeah,
versus replacement cost.
Right. So choose.
Get into what that's all about.
We're going to talk about choosing the right one. And one thing I want to talk about too is just, we're going to talk about later, is just knowing your coverages on your home. I know a lot of people are trying to shop the insurance to save money.
Sure.
But sometimes if you don't know what you're getting into, if you go to another agent or something and you're like, oh yeah, this is a great deal, you could be getting that actual cash value. And actually had a customer that thought they had a great deal. They had full replacement on a 17-year-old roof. Where they were going to get actual cash value. So the roof could have cost 20 grand. Now, if they have a claim, they may only pay out $5,000, and that customer's on the hook for about $15,000.
Ooh, okay.
So, yeah. So just really knowing, I mean, sometimes the best deal is not always the best deal, you know.
Best deal at the front end doesn't necessarily at the back end.
At the back end, so.
But that's what you do for folks. You
Right.
are a very, personalized kind of service.
Right, so yeah. So one thing is replacement cost. So that is just basically coverage for damaged property at a current cost, minus the depreciation. So what happens is on replacement cost, we're going to give you what it is. So if that roof costs 15 grand, you're just going to pay your deductible. Let's say it's $1,500. Then they're going to get your roof fixed and they'll give you the depreciation amount. So they give you some money up front, get your roof fixed, then they'll send you the rest of it. Kind of a good way to explain it. Actual cash value is just the actual coverage for the cost of the repair minus the depreciation. So if it's a 15-year-old roof and it's on depreciation, you got 15 years of lifespan out of that roof. So you get a reduced payout. They're not going to give you full replacement. So they may say, hey, you've got that much lifespan, here's $8 grand. And then you're going to pay your deductible. So you're going to have to come up with $7,000 or $8,000 out of your own pocket.
So what you want to do is be able to cover the cost of materials have gone up,
right.
The cost of labor may have gone up, the cost of shipping may have gone up.
Yeah.
So all of that has gone up. You want the coverage that's going to grow with
replacement,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
And in this day and age, I mean, deductibles have changed this year tremendously, and a lot of companies after 10 years, they go to actual cash value automatically on their insurance.
Right.
So I know a lot of people just get their renewals, just throw them in the trash can. You've got to read those, especially if you're shopping your insurance, or get with a knowledgeable agent like myself so we can go over that in detail. So the difference is replacement costs. There's no depreciation and reductions. So like if that roof has got full replacement at 15 years old, you're gonna get another roof, same type, same style, full replacement. As far as the cons, you're gonna pay a little bit more in premium, but you're going to get a replacement cost on the policy.
Right.
So
it's a little more at the front end.
Right.
But you're going to be able to replace it at the back end.
Just minus your deductible is all you got to pay. And this is only usually on homes only or personal property. Your cars are always going to be, the same thing.
Yes.
What they're worth, blue book value. So actual cash value, you're going to look at the premium is going to be a little bit lower. But because you're not paying it, they're not going to pay it on the front end. You're going to just pay the lower premiums, but you're going to pay it on the back end if you have a claim. So reduction in compensation due to depreciation of that, like we talked about, the roof, your personal materials. If you got a couch, house catches on fire, they're going to give you depreciated amount. They're not going to give you another brand new couch.
Right. So, is this something you can change as you go through time?
Right. Well, it depends on the age of the roof of the house.
Of course.
Yeah, that would be the only thing.
Well, you have to have it inspected again, I would imagine.
Right. So in most companies, it's either 10 years or 15 years, all they're going to do the replacement on the roof as.
Okay.
So another situation is, you need to look at as far as homes, geographically, like where you located at, your building or materials and cost repairs. If you're over by Joplin, you're probably going to have more hail, more wind versus Springfield.
Sure.
So you definitely, would want to get a full replacement over there by Joplin. So.
Okay, but that's something that people come to you to talk about, and they depend on you to keep them, along the line that's best for them.
So you want to evaluate your situation, consider what budget you have, what personal belongings. I've got some people that say, I don't know, $20,000 worth of personal belongings. Some people are like, I've got $400,000 worth of belongings. So it's good to ask your agent questions. I ask my customers questions. in detail, like, what do you have? Do you have anything that we need to schedule? Like diamond rings, guns, coins, Sammy Hagar, original record. You never know.
Well, yeah, but it's like cover the roof and everything that the roof is covering.
Right.
That's the best way to go.
Right, because the deal is you don't want to get a cheap policy on this end, have a big claim, and then you're like, I've got to go get a loan to the bank to get this covered because I didn't choose the right policy.
Being stingy on this end can bite you sooner or later.
That's right.
People want more information. They want to be able to speak to you.
Right.
Or maybe they need to rethink what they have right now. How do they get a hold of you, John?
Well, sometimes you can use like a can and a string.
Yeah.
And say, hey,
if
John,
you're close enough,
I need some insurance. But if not, you can get your cell phone out, open it up, scan the QR code. It's a direct link to myself and to the office. I can get you quoted up or schedule an appointment.
Yeah.
Or you can call me, 417-766-4689. I'll be glad to help you out. Me and my team, that's what we're here for.
All right. It's all about keeping it safer with Schaeffer.